Hey fourth graders, it's me, Mrs. P. I can't be there today, but I decided to leave this video for you. I've never actually used the webcam part of this before, so this is kind of exciting. I'm going to have you draw a map of the Midwest states, like I would usually do on the easel, and I'm going to have you draw it with me too. You should have a piece of scrap paper on your desk, and you should please hold it this way so that you can draw your state, because the Midwest is more wide than it is vertical, I guess you could say. All right, let's get ready. Oops. Okay. All right. Oh, wow, you can still see me. All right, let's see. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to start with your pencil, and we're going to start over here on the right-hand side. We're going to draw Ohio. Okay, so Ohio, it's kind of like a shield shape almost, someone said this morning, which I thought was a good kind of analogy. All right, so that will be Ohio. Okay, Ohio borders Pennsylvania and then Kentucky in the southeast. So then we have Indiana, which is kind of like a rectangle, and then it has this kind of jagged bottom, which leads up to Ohio. On top of these two, or to the north of, I should say, we have that mitten, Michigan, and I like that it really does kind of look like a mitten. Okay, so I'm going to label these ones. Okay, so we've got Ohio, OH, we've got Michigan, MI, and we've got Indiana, IN. Okay, so those are our first three states. If this is too fast, feel free to pause, or if the sub could please pause and make sure everyone has time to draw these in. Things don't have to be done perfectly. The most important thing is location. Location, 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 right? It's actually kind of big. I'm going to squeeze that down just a little bit. Okay. So then next to the west of Indiana, we have Illinois, another I state. There's actually 3 I states in this region. So Illinois is kind of a funny shape. And then to the north of Illinois, we have what I always say is the opposite of Michigan. It's Wisconsin, or as they would say there, Wisconsin. Okay, Wisconsin kind of looks like a mitten too, but kind of the other way. And there's that upper peninsula that actually belongs to Michigan up here too. Okay, so I'm going to do Illinois, IL. I'm going to do my Wisconsin, WI. So it, like, if you flip the M upside down, you get the W. So I think of those two, how they go together. And I can't get to my other thing right now. Okay, I don't know if you can still see me or not. Yeah, I don't want me. Let's go back to this. Okay. So we got Michigan, we got Ohio, we got Indiana, we got Illinois, we got Wisconsin, and we have the upper peninsula that won't let me get to the 2-letter code there right now. You can see it over here. Okay. All right. Now, down here to the southwest of Illinois, we've got Missouri. And then between, we've got a little shape here that's Iowa. And then we got this big state all the way up here to the Canadian border. That's Minnesota. Minnesota. So I'm going to put Minnesota, MN. So they can't do MI, so they do MN. We've got Iowa. So you have Indiana, Illinois, Iowa. So you have to keep those ones straight. And then we got Missouri. Missouri is interesting too because you've got M, you can't have MI, you can't have MS because MS is Mississippi. So you've got MO, which is Missouri. Okay, there's 4 states left. The kids yesterday thought this region seemed bigger than our other regions. It really isn't. It just, I think the land-wise it's bigger, but state-wise it's actually the same as the Southeast. Okay, so we've got Kansas, and we've got Nebraska, which the cool geography guy told us all about how you think it's the biggest state in producing corn, but it's actually Iowa. And then we have North Dakota and South Dakota. So we We got North Dakota, ND. South Dakota, SD. Nebraska, NE. And Kansas, which I always call, oops, sorry about that, the heart of the country. Because if you look at a real map of the whole 50 states, it kind of looks like it's right in the middle. Okay. One thing I do want to also mention that's going to come up in the geography challenge, let me see if I can extend my page a little bit. There we go. Oh, good. There's that too. Is that you're going to see in the geography challenge in a minute that they're going to ask you about a river, and they're going to ask you about so this river, the Ohio River, starts here in Pennsylvania. Here's Pennsylvania. And it makes the boundary line right all along these states. This is actually where Kentucky is, and it meets up with the Mississippi here. So when you're not sure on the geography challenge, I want you to keep your eyes peeled for where it says Ohio River, okay? Also, in terms of Great Lakes, I'll spend some more time with you on this next week, or at the end of the week. But if you keep in mind that up here, right, we've got the biggest of the Great Lakes. This is Lake Superior. And then you can see the nice shape here of Lake Michigan, the only Great Lake named after a state. Then we have Lake Huron. And then tucked down here is Lake Erie, which we know matches the Erie Canal. Okay, so of the 5 Great Lakes, only Lake Ontario doesn't touch this region. So here's Lake Superior, here's Lake Michigan, here's Lake Huron, and here's Lake Erie. And I'll show you a trick that we're going to do with this later. Okay, so again, take our time. The most important thing is helping us know placement, and this is going to help us get ready for Geography Challenge. And I will see you guys later in the week.